We are group 3. Welcome to our business idea presentation. We are going to be going over what our group did for this project. To begin, all the members in our group contributed 5 ideas for a new business or product. These are personal ideas that we had based on problems we saw or products we had wanted, and we have listed all of those here.
So the group selected 5 of the top business ideas that we come up with out of the pool of 30. The first one we come up with was an errands on demand. This would use the Uber model, where we would connect people who needed errands run with people who wanted to run the errands, for a fee, obviously. The second idea we come up with was a wireless laptop charging system. The concept here is to be able to set your laptop on a desk and charge it without having to plug it in.
So our third idea would be a two-way rating item exchange system, where it's similar to the Airbnb model. If you don't know what that is, it's where it allows people to take their unused residential space and rent it out to people who are willing to pay for it. So we would do that same thing with recreational equipment, snow skis, snowboards, water skis, but not just that. We'd also extend it to books, financial calculators, bikes, anything that people aren't using. We can help them make use of that and make it available to people who are willing to pay for that.
All right, so for our fourth idea, we went with the temperature testing Hydro Flask lid. The idea behind this is to capitalize on the success of Hydro Flask. If you go to any college, university, or even in the workplace, you'll see Hydro Flasks everywhere. And the idea behind this is instead of having to taste your beverage to see if it's at a temperature you'd like, you can just take a glance at the lid to see if it's at an appropriate temperature. And then our fifth and final idea is edible plastic cups. Edible cups do exist on the market, but they're more of a paper type of cup, and they don't really hold up well to liquid. And if you go even in the house, in the workplace, or at parties, you'll see plastic cups everywhere. The idea behind this is to reduce the footprint that we leave behind. So after you finish whatever your drink, you can just eat your cup, which is a pretty cool concept. Or if you throw it away, it's a safe biodegradable cup.
So moving on to the process that we used in coming up with these ideas, we took our process in really 3 steps. The first step being the individual ideation stage. At this stage in the process, we really started generating solutions and ideas on our own, thinking not only about products, but also about the problems we were trying to solve with them. All of this was done prior to meeting with our group. We also focus a lot on noticing things around us throughout our school week and our work week to really get thinking about things that pained us, any friction points that we could find that we thought we could improve upon. And from this, we developed the 5 ideas that we brought to the group. And this kind of leads us to our group presentation and debate stage. At this stage, we were able to meet as a team and to present our ideas to one another and receive objective feedback on our ideas and criticism, and also to ask questions of each other to think about maybe some of the things we hadn't thought about on our own, and ultimately discovering what our interests were as a group and to weed out some of the ideas that we thought were less valid. We then moved on to a testing, refining, and decision-making stage in which we started to question the feasibility of the ideas, whether we really thought we could make not only a product but a business out of these things, and then also to consider our time constraints, resources, and things that we might be limited to as we perform this project this semester. Then we also thought about how can we offer this to consumers? Is there a market out there for these products? What value can we offer them? And then also the economic and competitive landscape of these different areas. Ultimately getting to this idea, is it a business? Could we compete in this area? Which resulted in our 5 finalist ideas.
And finally, we want to talk about the lessons we learned from doing this project. As listed in our examples, we noticed there are certain problems behind the solutions we create. It's first about noticing the problems, not just thinking about them. For example, with the Uber Lyft model for running errands, there are times we could be busy in our lives and we would need someone else to help us do these errands. And we need to remember when coming up with these solutions, a lot of these ideas come about because of the why and not what the product is. And with the debate and teamwork we had to work with, we need to discuss the issues behind the potential ideas by vetting and asking questions on them. And we also received feedback from each other and even combined some of our products. And we also needed to remember, and we also used that creativity is teamwork, and we learn best from each other. Some of these ideas would not have come about without our discussion with each other.
This concludes our presentation. If you have any questions for us, please leave them in the comment area below.